getting to the end of this tank, and this is one of the 3D printed ones I'm working on. So it has the lines. This is one I got from Temu. So the lines are pretty thick, so I'm making sure I'm only really putting the snow and oil in areas where it's like a thin top surface. You're not going to see those lines. Like, it's going to make these fans look better. I might end up going back with the little dry brush from the very top after I get these recesses in here. Which you don't have to do if you're better at dry brushing than I am. But like little sections like that, really all that need it. I might do a little bit on this tank. Like here on this little rim here. That looks pretty decent. I don't think it looks bad there. I like it, so I'm gonna do it. Do it down in here. I'll add a little bit more detail to it. And really, we're just gonna get this thing tidied up and figured out today. I've had actually a lot of positive comments around this little series I did. I appreciate all of the people who sent all these helpful ideas and stuff for things that they have done with FDM tanks, which I will test on other ones that I do. I have a 3D printer now, so there's some I'm going to print, and I'll have more control over, you know, what it's made out of and everything. So there's certain materials, you know, you can't use some of the suggestions on. Like, somebody suggested acetone, then somebody came in and was like, dude, don't do that. Not with the type of material it's made out of, basically. But there's a lot of little different things we can do here. So I'm pretty happy with the overall result. I think there's definitely room for improvements, but that's life. So I think we're gonna apply this. We're gonna probably call it pretty much done after that. Well, we always like to wait like a week and go back and see if there's anything we want to change. Honestly, like when I first finished my Saturn 9 models, I had to go back a week later and be like, okay, this was a journey to get this squad done. What did I get lazy on and fix? I wouldn't have called this one quite the same of a journey. I've taken a long time on this just because it's been a little side project. And I don't hate it. I think it's nice. I think that overall, you know, I paid like $10, I think, for this model. So I would say I got my money's worth, and I would say that, you know, it looks decent on the battlefield. I think from across the battlefield, looks good. Will be effective on the battlefield. You know, I think it's really funny. Like, nobody in my player group will care that I'm using this, but other people on YouTube have hit me up and been like, dude,